Hey, today I want to talk to you about money and scammers. So I've been in Ho Chi Minh for 6 days now, 5 or 6 days, and yeah, I've had a couple of experiences so far. I had one run-in with a shoe cleaner, which I can show you the video. I've got that on video. And yeah, and I had a bit more of a full-on experience. I guess I'd call it the high roller gambling scam. But yeah, so I'll tell you that story. But first I want to talk about money. So when you come from Australia to Vietnam, you've got to get used to the notes because they're way different. So, for example, this is the biggest note, 500,000, which is 30 bucks Australian, or about 20 bucks American. And then you've got the $100,000 note, sorry, 100,000 dong note, and then you've got all these little notes, and they all kind of look similar. So when you first start using it, it's very easy to get confused, and you go to pay with a big note and someone snatches it out of your hand and you're not sure what it was, and they give you some change, it gets very confusing very quickly. So yeah, I guess I've come up with some strategies on how to deal with it, and you actually get used to the notes quite quickly. Yeah, so the first thing I do is I make sure I don't carry too many big notes on me, and also when I go to pay for something, I'll make sure I know how much it's going to be, and I'll give myself time to get the money out and count it properly before I hand it over. So that's been working. Oh yeah, and so it's good to have a bag like this, so you don't keep your money in your pockets. Keep it close to your chest. Yeah, a lot safer. Yeah. So do you want me to tell you about the high roller gambling scam now? Oh, you do? Okay, good. Yeah, so basically every time I've gone into District 1, which is a sort of touristy zone, tourist area, it's basically the middle of the city, you get hassled all the time by motorbike riders who want to take you on tours, shoe cleaners, which I'll show you what happened with him. Basically I just overpaid him, but yeah, no big deal. Thank you.
Where you from?
Australia.
Oh, kangaroo. Sit down.
Yeah, they're a bit dirty, aren't they?
Yeah, very long time.
You from Ho Chi Minh?
I from Hanoi.
Hanoi?
Yeah. You go Hanoi?
Yeah, I've been there before.
Yeah.
I'll probably go there later on. What's your name?
My name Long.
Long.
Yeah. Coi video.
You've got good English.
Very cheap. Cheap.
Cheap?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Do you think it's going to rain today?
Yeah.
Will rain?
Yeah.
So on wax, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very hold it.
Oh no, that's okay. I don't.
No, you join no problem. You join.
Oh,
Yeah, good. You're working hard, very good.
okay. Thanks, Long.
New.
Yeah, looked like new. Amazing job. What do I owe you?
Yeah.
How much?
Up to me, up to you. Lucky 900.
That's all I got.
No buy.
Huh?
Cheap.
Cheap. Have you got change? I've only got big ones.
Yeah. Okay. Everything. Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Well,
Lucky.
that's pretty expensive shoe cleaning.
No, very cheap and small. I have lean color inside. Yeah.
Yeah, wow. It's like,
Lucky for me.
it's almost $20 for a shoe clean.
No candy.
Huh?
No candy. Okay, sir. Lucky.
More change?
Okay. China. I China.
Ah,
Yeah.
all right.
Okay. Happy
You're-
good day.
You're a lucky man.
Yeah.
Just got scammed. Lucky, very cheap. And then, yeah, what other scams are there? Oh, there's people trying to sell you books. People trying to sell you things all the time. Someone tried to sell me like a massage gun, and yeah, they just hassle you and don't take no for an answer. So you got to be firm with them. But yeah, so the other day, I think not yesterday, but the day before, I had to go in to change some money because the money changes are in there. So I had to change some 50s for some Vietnamese dong. And that's why I was in there. I don't go in there otherwise. But yeah, so I thought I'd have a look around while I was there. And I went into the big main square and just walking around, and this gentleman starts talking to me. You know, he seems like a really friendly guy, and he's very well dressed, and yeah, he's asked me all these questions. Basically, he told me that his niece is studying in Australia, and he wanted to know what I did for work. And yeah, I was just having a good chat with him, and then he invited me back to his house to have lunch. And I thought, oh, he's a friendly guy, doesn't look like a scammer, very well dressed, well spoken, speaks very good English, and he said he was a manager, so his profession was as a manager. And I thought it might make an interesting video to show people what inside of someone's house in Ho Chi Minh City and how people live. So I said yes. And so we grabbed a taxi, and he lived not very far away, fairly close to the city, I think just in District 2, which is right next door. And yeah, so we went to his house, and his house was actually very nice. Very clean, very tidy. Yeah, he seemed very well off and very kind, and his wife was there. So he said he was from the Philippines, and that he worked as a manager at a casino. Thought, okay, fair enough. But you know, apparently gambling is illegal in Vietnam. I wasn't sure about all that beforehand, but I think it is. Yeah, anyway, so his wife made me coffee, which was very nice, and they gave me lunch, which was of rice, vegetables, and deep fried fish. And we kept chatting, and he was telling me about how he's a dealer in a casino. Sort of changed his story from manager to dealer. Anyway, then he started talking about how he had a deal with this person. I think they had a deal where he was the dealer and this person would come in and they had an agreement and he helped them to win somehow, and then he was meant to get a cut. It's starting to get a bit strange, but it's quite interesting still. So I don't know, I guess I was a little bit suspicious, but they were such nice people that I felt very comfortable still. And actually through the whole thing I felt comfortable. I never felt threatened at all. And then he started mentioning how he wanted to get revenge on this person. And he started saying things like, oh, they're a ladyboy and all these things, and I'm just like, whatever, man. But he eventually said that he wanted to show me about his idea of how we can work together. Well, he wanted to show me how he does his card tricks with people. Like, I wasn't quite sure what he meant, but he ran upstairs for a little bit and he did something in his room, and then he invited me upstairs, and because he wanted to show me his trick. And yeah, so I went upstairs and he had a little table set up with a deck of cards on it, and then he started basically to train me how to cheat at poker or blackjack. And yeah, I just went along with it. I don't know, I guess I was curious where this was leading. And yeah, at times he'd say, oh, are you okay? I'm like, yeah. I said, oh, as long as there's no strings attached, I'm happy for you to show me your trick or whatever. And he didn't know what no strings attached meant. I explained it to him and he thought that was funny. Yeah, so he basically showed how he was able to control the cards, and so he knew what card I was going to get next, and he taught me how to bet with him giving me signals about which card I was going to get next. Basically, he taught me how to win every time with him controlling the deck, and he taught me how, because I think what was happening, what he explained to me was that he wanted to get back, get revenge or get some money out of this person who had wronged him the other night, this ladyboy person. So the scam was, I think that, well, what was meant to happen was I was meant to agree to be a naive tourist coming in to this high roller gambling room, which he showed me. Well, he drew pictures of it and he said there's no cameras in here. He said a lot of stuff. Anyway, the idea that he was trying to sell me was that we would basically take advantage of this ladyboy who apparently was a rich man who owned oil wells, or it got very complex. The storyline got very complex, and yeah, I was just playing along with it. I was interested in I don't know how to play blackjacks, but I was learning at the same time how to play. But yeah, it got to the point where he basically said, what do you think? Shall we do this? And basically I said no. He said, why? I said, well, I don't know anything about this. Why would I say yes to it? And then basically he became very unfriendly after that, and basically went back downstairs, and I called a grab and left. So yeah, that was it. But I was sort of left not knowing if it was a scam or if it was real, or yeah, I mean, at points it felt like I was in a movie. Like, it was quite exciting. Like, I went from average Australian dude to international card shark overnight. I was like, wow. Not that I was planning to go ahead with it, but it's like the world was opening up to me, and I was, yeah, he was talking about us winning 50,000 American dollars and then going halves with it. I can see, it's enticing to think, I guess that's how the scam works. If you're greedy, you might be suckered into going along with it. And I don't know what happens when you agree to do it. Well, actually I do, because when I got home I googled high roller gambling scam Vietnam, and I found a story that someone had written, and they actually did go through with it. And so I'll leave a link to that in the notes on this video, so you can read it if you're interested. It's quite funny. So yeah, that's the high roller gambling scam that I almost got tied up in, I guess. Yeah, so I'm learning as I go along here. It's interesting. I've become less trusting of people. I guess I was very trusting when I arrived, and now I'm much more cautious. So yeah, it's a pity, because it'd be nice if everyone was honest, but they're not. Yeah, so especially in the touristy areas, you've got to be very careful. Yeah. So I'm in the park, and I'm behind the pond. And I found out that the mountain behind the pond has a room in it. So I don't know what's in there. And there's stairs up to the top as well. I don't know if you're allowed up here, but oh well. So anyway, that's it for today. I've got some more ideas for more blogs, so lots more content coming your way, and I'll see you next time. Bye. I just wanted to say that yeah, most of the Vietnamese people, all of the Vietnamese people I've met have been lovely. Even the gambling scammer, lovely person. So yeah, in no way am I saying anything negative about Vietnam or the Vietnamese people. It's just that, yeah, I just want to pass on my experiences. And yeah, the shoe cleaner who I guess shortchanged me, also he did an awesome job cleaning my shoes, so maybe he actually deserved the money. So yeah, just wanted to add that. Look, there's another staircase on this side. Must be able to walk all the way over. Okay, bye.